Hi everyone, Chris Natzke here with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching with your Mind of a Champion Tip of the Week live on Facebook. Today I want to talk about the leadership principle of holding someone capable versus holding them accountable. Within the leadership and the coaching world, oftentimes we talk about this whole idea of holding someone accountable, holding them accountable to tasks, holding them accountable to things that they said they were going to do. And that's all very, very good and actually can really bring someone forward on their own leadership path. But I love what my good friend Kellyanne Zelinsky uses as a distinction. She's the CEO of Self Leadership Global, and she says it's a lot more effective holding someone capable than holding someone accountable. So what does that mean? Well, when you hold someone accountable to something, it's basically a task that they committed to doing, etc. And it can almost come across as a negative connotation, almost even punitive in terms of holding someone to a specific task. But holding someone capable is helping people understand the greatness that already lives inside of them, and then to say, okay, if that's who you are, if that's who you're going to show up being, then what are the things you're going to do? What are the ways you're going to show up being in order to move into that type of person? You're holding them capable to their greatness. Now, that doesn't mean that in society, if someone does someone wrong or they do something against society, they shouldn't be held accountable for actions. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is we want to be effective as leaders in terms of holding people to a high standard that we not only see in them, but they importantly see in themselves as well. Because what I've really found in leadership, it's difficult to hold someone capable of something if we haven't coached them and shown them the vision of what they're capable of being. Okay, so how can we do that? How can we do that as leaders in our organizations, in our teams, in our families? Well, I've got 4 ideas that I want to share with you that I work on when I work with people as well as in my own personal life when I'm trying to hold myself to a standard and capable of being what I can be. And so the first thing is number 1 is to share the capabilities that you see in them. Make sure that you don't hold that back, but you're able to communicate that to them. Many of you who have heard me give these talks in the past, you've heard me talk about my Taekwondo instructor, Grandmaster J.K. Lee. And at a very early age in my life, at 13 years old, he told me that he would make me a champion. Now, when he saw that greatness in me, that's all I needed to believe in it myself. And in fact, it's interesting because when I first had that experience, all I thought about was medals and trophies. But when I look back at it now, that's what my head maybe heard, my ears heard. But what my heart heard when he said that is, I believe in you. I believe in you. And what he did as a result of that is helped me move on a totally different trajectory than what I was on before. So number 1 is make sure you share the capabilities you see in others. Number 2 is set the vision and help them create the possibility inside themselves. It's somewhat related to the first one, but it's about giving them examples and helping them understand that they can achieve that as well. Many times that can be through our own personal examples. If they're seeing us as a leader or a mentor in their lives and they're watching our path, but sometimes just because of age or distance or whatever, we may not be able to relate to them. So giving them the opportunities to relate to someone maybe their own age or in their own vicinity, whatever that means. And so showing them what is possible and making sure that that's readily available to them. I know when I started in the martial arts industry, one of the best things for me was to go visit other schools so I could see what was possible. And after a while, I was like, wow, I can do that too. And I can move into that. So when we're leading people, are you giving them the gift? Are you giving them the guidance of helping them create the vision and the possibility? Number three is agree to a plan of action. Now, I know from my own personal experience as a leader, as a mentor and a coach, it's oftentimes very easy for me to just say, well, if this is what you want, you need to do this, then this, and this. And it's easy for me to just give advice. But I think the most powerful way of doing this as a leader is help a plan develop together, asking them the questions, what the next steps would be on the plan, guiding them on that process, maybe giving them some suggestions, but make sure that they come up with the plan. So now they own it. There's ownership in it. Because when people have ownership in something, they're much more apt to make it happen. They're going to feel capable within themselves of making that a reality. And now number four. Number four is to review the progress and renew the goals. And that means getting together on a regular basis. It's one thing to have a discussion with someone where you do those first three and then you send them on their way and you don't visit that, for months or years afterwards. A real coach, a real leader is going to be having consistent contact with the people they're leading. Monthly, on a monthly basis, could be on a weekly basis or every other week. And at each and every opportunity, you're having them report back their progress. A good friend of mine told me once, as a business leader, you have to inspect what you expect. So if you've created this capability inside of them, now you become that person that they're regularly able to check in with and make sure that you're keeping them on course. Because all it takes is 1 degree to be off course, to get way off. If you take off from LA on a jet plane and you're going to Oahu in Hawaii, and you end up being 1 degree off south, you're going to end up in New Zealand, right? So along that path, we want to make sure the people we lead are guiding and staying on that. So anyway, there are the 4 things I think we can really, really do as we're leading people to hold them capable to their greatness. And that's to share the greatness and the capability that we see in them. Make sure that you're helping them set the vision inside themselves, that they create a plan of action that you're helping them through and that you're making regular connection with them to see that through. So anyway, that's what I had for you today, folks. And I hope that this helped you as you're moving into leadership roles, not only in your own life and in your own professional endeavors, but also when you're looking at your personal life and how you can hold yourself capable to greatness. So this has been Chris Natzke with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching. If you like this, please note it below, make comments, share, and we will see you next time on the Mind of a Champion Tip of the Week.